We are doing a kayak revitalization project in our community right now with the Heritage Society, and it's bringing elders and youth together to work on bringing the traditional way of making the kayaks back and remembering how things were done heritage-wise and what materials they used to make the traditional kayak. And since we're living in 2009 right now, we're starting to see a lot of changes to our land, to our environment, to our animals, to the water, to the ice, to everything that surrounds us. So climate change is very much affecting our Inuit people, our territory, and the world as a whole.
Sama ni maktuak tu kuluk day may tuloy mga lulus. Day may tuloy ako.
Ay.
Kayo tao na may tuk-tuk ka kami. Kasi kami nagkikiblo ko. Kaya kayo mayain mo tama hosto na ko kami. Alya nga kayo maya.
I know that back town there, a lot of people, elders needed this because I think they were sort of a little bit lost because there was no traditional stuff being made, and this was one of them. And I could see they're full of enjoyment. The elders see that, and I could see it in their face, which was nice to see the elders happy like that.
With climate change, well, from when I was young, I can see the weather changing from, like, the ice should be gone by now, and then there's different birds that are coming up. We've seen different kind of flies and all that.
I think today the climate change is really rapidly from the day I knew that when I was growing up, because the food we eat, the caribou, the traditional foods are really like changing all the time. Food is like less tastier than when I was growing up.
The animals are starting to decrease in natural hunting areas. Noticing these types of changes in the north have been predominantly coming from our elders, who are telling us that these changes are occurring in every aspect, and with the food it's the most important issue because we need our food to sustain our lives. Country food, to me, is the most healthy and nutritious thing that we can be eating and putting into our bodies. And living in the north and growing up in the north, it's a food that you acquire and you love to eat because it's something that is from your homeland.
Caribou, the seal, from the muskox and the ptarmigan we eat, the seagulls, or even the rabbits, and there's some change in the food.
And we got boiled caribou coming up here for the elders. Coming at 12 o'clock. It's not cow, it's caribou, okay? And we got some boiled fish here. It's not salmon, it's char.
Ribs.
I love it much. We eat anything, stomach.
We're gonna go into the bannock making tent And I believe Mary Cleo looks in here. Let's see how she's doing. Ah, yes, the bannock maker. This is Mary Cleo making bannock. Ooh, looks good. It's better than store-bought bread. We have a caribou head they're gonna cut, boil for the Ellis noon hour. And it's not reindeer, it's caribou. And here's Tommy, our camp maintainer. He's gonna be checking the nets. It's our hunter and our camp maintainer. And that's a homemade boat we're using.
Ako ako rin may tukte ng kayak mo din yung ako mo. Kaya nga nagkaman, ilisakpi ako mo. Uy, ito na. Ha? Tamang nagsimugat. Okay? Ay, bago ito. Nakagad ka ako, medyo ko. Amang, ito na.
There's a lot of things on the ground today because of the mining, people littering, because the animals eat off the ground and so we eat what we catch, and I think it's very something to do with what they eat from the ground.
What happens to all these seagulls? What does it do to their bodies?
For Inuit, a loss of food means a loss of our whole culture, because we don't only eat the food, but we also use the food for different things.
They had to make their own tools long ago, right? And it was nice to see them use that old traditional drill, the mouthpiece. That was awesome.
What my parents passed on to me was the traditional knowledge of the land, how to read the land, and right now it's like it's different. Like say for the ice conditions, say, so they're changing, and then there's the weather, and especially the UV rays. Like it's a little too much now, so too hot.
We're losing our culture too. We need to keep the language going as well. Try build the bridge between the elders and the youth.
Really long.
Being able to access food such as caribou and muskox and fish for me is very important, and it's important to all people in the north. So it's really going to be important for all of us to work together to stop climate change, because it's affecting every aspect in the north, and the food is the most important part of our daily lives.
Dad, everything looks better now, right?
When I was growing up, it was a lot tastier, but today I could barely eat what I'm eating off my traditional food.
Tatum, do you know how the kayak was built?
Yeah.
Could you tell me?
They put the seal skin on and they built it like that.
Inuit culture and their knowledge. Try to keep it as much as we could. Never know if we might have to live like this over again when global warming happens.
Elvis Presley from Cambridge Bay. Hey, this guy Peter Elvis Jr. from Cambridge Bay.
Stop greenhouse gases.
I had fun.